Hello, hello, and welcome back for another interplanetary adventure of statistics, strife, and slurping down the still steaming innards of exploded crew members in Tharsis. And the last time the crew here embarked through this Mobius strip of an adventure, a few of them actually managed to survive the journey to touch down on the surface. It was remarkable. What they found on the surface, of course, utterly sealed their doom, in that now they're fated to again and again repeat the same mission, sending a message backwards in time that will only ultimately serve to lure them to their own destruction. It's sort of like Groundhog Day meets Interstellar, except with less uplifting ending and not quite as many black holes. By which, of course, I'm referring to Chris Elliott and Anne Hathaway, either of whom is dense enough concentration of pure suck to collapse any movie in right on top of itself, but I digress. Our successful mission, of course, also had a few other unexpected benefits. As you can see, we managed to unlock a few new potential entrees, crew members, for the old menu, or roster, as you prefer. Although I guess menu is doubly appropriate since we've got a selection menu here, and then, of course, the figurative menu, and that we're gonna fucking eat them. Works either way. But we've got pilot Yuri Novak, newly to the crew, whose ability is to ignore movement damage. Doesn't sound like much, but honestly, ignoring movement damage at times could be sort of critical to the ship's survival. And then we've got Joy Lee, the technician, whose special ability is to give us +2 assists, which honestly, I gotta say, seems unbelievably awesome. Also, why is there a crew member whose job is fucking cannibal? Is this a crew position that is required to be filled on each, space shuttle mission? To be like, oh, we've got the doctor, we've got the specialist, the mechanic, the captain, the pilot, the technician, the commander, and, of course, a psychologist. Oh, and then the cannibal, of course. We can't fucking leave the planet without a cannibal on board, because, shit, what happens if somebody needs to be eaten? Anyway, I'm going to sweep things up a little bit. Allison Silva, not really blowing my hair back. The extra reroll we get from the specialist, while not useless, is definitely not as useful, at least, as I think having the technician on board would be. And I wouldn't mind taking Yuri Novak out, but 3 dudes, 1 chick, come on, that's a little bit too sausage fest for me. I think we'll try Joy Lee this time. Let's get things started and see how this works out.
We had prepared for any disaster.
Yeah, we sure did. Every disaster, in fact. Yep. Like doing this same shit that we already did that got ourselves killed once, and got that same chick who we've never actually met shot through the face by an asteroid. Well, you don't really have a choice, because I'm in control here. 3 of our team is in the same room. Interesting. Man, Joy Lee starts with only a single die? That's god-awful. Alright, so the Ectomy, of course, J. Cross has been ejected into space, and Mapia Musgrave suffered a fatal injury, and the only thing it's going to be fatal to is my appetite. Joy Lee has a ton of health, though. Jesus. Alright, so she's really healthy, but otherwise kind of awful. We've got a power overflow. We've got 3 incoming damage to the ship. This is not good, actually. 23. We need, statistically, what do we need to fix that? A lot of dice. I mean, to even have a chance, we'd need max roll on 4. So 4 dice statistically gets us, what, 3.5 per die, so we're looking at 14. So we'd need 8 dice, roughly, 7 dice, roughly, to statistically fix that. We could throw 8 dice at it if we sent literally everyone. The problem is our technician can't get rid of the power overflow, so every single person would have to take damage in order to do that. That simply doesn't work for me. It really doesn't. So I think what we'll do... This is bad. We need more dice. We have a Joy Lee starting with a single die. Man, that blows something fearsome. That's terrifically horrid. We really have to fix some of this damage. This meteoroid strike is a big problem. All right, let's send Pakal in. Our starting situation here is not fantastic at all. We'll go ahead and have him roll with a lucky roll here, Pakal. Oh, you magnificent son of a bitch. I hate to waste a 5+, and in fact, I'm not going to. We're just going to do that. We'll contribute 6 to the repair. We'll get 1 fix on the ship. And then I think we'll just send in a doctor as well. Have her deploy. If we could roll a 6 and a 5 here, Kayla, that would be just monstrously awesome. Alright, well, a 3 and a 1 is shitty. We're going to re-roll that 1. We need at least a 6 here. Alright, a pair of 3s could get us food, but what's more important than the food? Getting that repair finished, that's what. So we finished that deployment. Now, we could have the captain go throw some dice at the meteor strike, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take Joy Lee over here. She's got to get dice refreshed. And we're just going to have her go to the life support module. It doesn't matter what she rolls here. Of course, she throws a 6 because, I mean, shit, why wouldn't she? We've got to get her some more dice. There's really nothing more useful we could do with her. With a single die, she's all but useless. Now, we could have fed her, but now we won't have to. We can feed either Kayla or Pakal. Instead, probably going to feed Pakal in all likelihood. And we'll have the old captain come up here and fling some dice at the old meteoroid strike. Wow, Cap, that was a fucking genius roll, champ. Triple ones. That's real good. We call that the one-eyed snake and the snake eyes. Oh man, would that not be the greatest band name of all time? It's the one-eyed snake and the snake eyes coming at you live. From the Independence Center, they'll pull it out. They'll whip it around. They'll snake you good. The one-eyed snake and the snake eyes. I'd go see him. Who's talking, by the way? The captain of this mission is a dude. Wait, is Jean a dude? Wait, maybe Jean isn't a dude. Maybe Jean's a chick. In which case, this is the opposite of a sausage fest. This is a target-rich environment for old Pakal. You know what? I think maybe Jean is. I think the captain actually isn't a dude. I think it's a lady dude, which is cool. That's fine. I don't really care, dude, lady, dude. I just thought it was a guy. A Lowe seems sort of vaguely French to me. I thought it was maybe like a Jean Valjean kind of Jean, but maybe not. One bonus die for 20% stress. Not really worth it. Alternatively, though, no movement damage and -1 die for the only two people who really have die is sort of crippling, so I think we got to take the stress. Yeah, we know the pantry was destroyed. We're definitely going to feed Pakal. He's the most vital member of the crew. Let's see what new events we get. 13 damage in a module where everyone sort of already is by and large really acceptable to me. Pakal could easily fix this just by himself. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and do this. So, Pakal, get in here and roll some dice. We do have our assist right. Do we want to do this now, or would we rather have Joy Lee maybe go for some assist action with a 5? She has a shitload of health, so sending her down here where there's a potential injury really doesn't have any drawbacks. You know what? I kind of like this plan. I'm not necessarily excited to be a part of it, but I'm not unexcited to be a part of it either. So, yeah, we take the +2 assist then. No injuries. We did roll doubles, which is nice, but I'm going to re-roll both of these 2s. And we came up with, 7. It's just respectable. That's a reasonable amount. We've got 2. Wait. Where is all this damage coming from? Hold on a second. This does 2. That does 2. This does... we're going to fix 4 of that. That still leaves us in a real shitty situation. All right, Cap, I think, let's have... All right, Pakal, let's see what you can do here. You only need to generate a 13 here, champ. That's not a great roll, and you burned every single one of our assists, you piece of garbage. All right, well, you know what? If you take some injuries here, that's on you. You didn't even get us home. Man, all right, well, we're going to get... This is not the end of the world. It's not fantastic, but we're going to alleviate 2 damage, and we're also going to pick up 1 food. So it's not fantastic, but it's definitely not the end of all things either. All right, Jean, I need you to get me at least a 7 on the old meteor strike here. With 3 dice, a 7 should not be anything difficult to fucking generate. All right, so you've got it as well as a 1 to roll along with it. That's fine. We'll take the repair. The Ectomy is no longer going to explode at the end of the turn, which is good. We'll re-roll this just in the hopes of a 5+. Didn't get it. 4 goes to research. Deployment finished. That leaves our medic, who honestly I think is probably best served to just come down here and try to fix this. We have a very, very low number of dice available. Alright, so we've got what we need to fix it. Honestly, I don't think we muck around with this. We'll just take the 1 damage. We finish. Looks good. The Ectomy is perfectly patched up. We're in 100% shape, and other than an absolute lack of food and everyone probably being about to devolve into tearing into their fellow crew member with fresh fangs and claws, I think we're doing good. I kind of don't. I think our chances are real poor. +1 food, -2 ship, +2 assist, -1 ship. We're losing ship either way. How much ship do we have? Not enough. We can't. I would love to get the food, but we can't take -2 ship. I'm just going to take the assists. I don't even really like this. I think this is objectively kind of shitty. We're going to give that die to Joy Lee. Okay, well, this is not good, but it is not world-endingly dire either. So our mechanic, we need to have assists when we go into that room. That's all there is to it. We've got to have as many assists as we could get. Theoretically, our captain could generate an 11 here, but it's supremely unlikely. The captain and the doctor together might be able to get the job done. We could take Joy Lee. You know what, Joy? You're just going to take the damage. We've got 3 assists. Joy can get us more. We've got to get our shit patched up. It's way, way too banged up. Alright, so we've used 1 assist, but we've got a really good roll here. We've got 18 towards the repair. That's, I mean, we could flat out fix this with 1 roll from Joy. A 4+ here just straight up fixes it. Alright, we got a 3. Which, honestly, we had to assist the Void. I was going to say we should put that into ship repair, but since that's a Void die, we kind of can't afford to. I think we dropped that into research instead. Pakal can't really afford to take the damage. Do you take damage for leaving? You do. We don't want to do that. So we could have Jean come down here and repair this. We are not getting an abundance of food. There is an injury die down there, which is a problem. We could have the captain give Kayla another die. That's actually kind of a terrible idea. It's better for next turn. It's worse for this turn. Also, we didn't get a 5+, so it doesn't really matter. Let's throw this one again. If we get a 4, we can at least make the kick. All right, well, that's you know, it's not the end of the world. We got the repair in. So the captain very low on dice. We have 1 die here we can throw at Kayla. Really, I think her best bet is to just come up here and refill her dice. We don't have enough tools for the job here right now, so we're going to have her come grab 2 extra dice. And it's up to the mechanic to prevent everyone from dying, and unfortunately, he's just going to have to take the hit here. He's going to have to take the health damage to do it. We only need a 4. Oh, the double void is god-awful. We can't afford to re-roll this, because if we get another void die, we could have just straight up lost the ship. This is awful. Man, this run is looking very short-lived. I'm thinking Joy Lee is not going to be long for the world, and we're absolutely going to need to resort to some cannibalism here. I'm sorry, Joy. This is, I know, a rough way to introduce you to life in space, but it turns out when you're in space and your fellow crew members die, you fucking eat them. That's just the way it goes. Plus 10 stress for those 2 if we don't pick it. They lose each a die. Minus 30 stress for all crew is very useful. Our health situation is... Yeah, I think we got to go with this one. And yeah, it's dinner time, guys. Let's, you know what? Maybe just Jean is the only one who needs to eat a person. That's fine. I mean, her stress is already really unacceptable, and yeah, she's starting to do the head bob thing. She's bobbing her head. She's got her own internal soundtrack going. And I got a feeling the internal soundtrack that she's listening to sounds suspiciously like the from Friday the 13th. So an 11, a 16. We got Jean and a die. Man, seriously, look at Jean over there. She's right the shit freaked out. She's like, oh yeah. Oh, she's nodding her head. That Joy Lee, man. She looks so delicious. I'm just gonna eat her up. And no, not in the way you might be thinking. It's not a sexual thing. I mean, literally, I'm going to kill and devour the woman. What kind of repairs can we get? We got no doubles, which is bad. We can at least patch up 1 ship point here. Then we got to re-roll this, I think, and just hope for doubles. Oh, Pakal, you magnificent son of a bitch. You are the greatest mechanic in the history of mechanics, Pakal. You really... This guy has never let us down. He has never let us down. The man is a remarkable man. He's remarkable. So we're going to have Joy Lee come here. With a little luck here, Joy could perhaps fix this for us. She's going to waste 1 stasis die, but we do have the 11. That gets rid of the stasis. We'll go ahead and throw the reroll here. The 6, that's huge. She doesn't need health recovery. Let's take the assist instead. We do have 3 repair to 1 module for duct tape. I'm just looking here at our potential abilities. We'll hold off on that, though. The hack does prove useful. We don't necessarily need to hack right now. The 1 ship damage we've got coming in is not world-ending, but -1 crew health really sort of sucks a big one. So let's have Captain Jean come up here, and before she devours Joy whole, we're on the subject of sucking. Let's get her up here. So there goes, yeah, that's... Double assists on the injury is bad. This contributes a total of 10 to our repair. We can't really afford to muck about with the rerolls. I think we just go for it. And then we're going to bring old Doc Jones in, and maybe she can get a 6 and a 5 here, Doc. That'd be beautiful. Well, the 2 sucks. The 5 and the 5 is... we really needed that. Well, having her give 2 crew members health is not as good as preventing every crew member from losing 2 health, so that's the decision we... Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have fucking duct taped that shit. I'm dumb, man. We should have used the magical tape. Shit's like the Force. Light on one side, dark on the other, holds the universe together. Should have taken advantage of the duct tape, man. We should have. That was objectively a mistake right there. What can I say? I'm a little hungry. It's been a while since I've had a delicious chunk of crew member. Also, our food situation is god-awful. We have no food for 3 weeks in a row now. I can understand why everybody's starting, and our stress is getting way out of control as well. No movement damage is worthless. 2 health for Pakal is good, but it's plus 20 stress for everybody. Plus 1 food, -2 dice for Kayla and Jean. That takes them both down to 1. Well, if we look at that, though, honestly, what are we giving up? We're giving up 2 dice for 1 food, so we're giving up a total of 2 dice to get 3 dice. Honestly, that's the right call. Because now we can just feed somebody. I'm thinking Jean. And we could go cannibal with the Doc. Man, Jean and Pakal's stress is out of control. We have to have at least 1 person on the crew who isn't a complete and total cannibal and nutter. I mean, we need to keep 1 sane person on the crew. Joy, you're getting a real rough introduction to life aboard the Iktomi. I'm sorry. Alright, 26 and 12. This is bad, but not insurmountable. Actually, never mind. It's kind of insurmountable. -1 dice for all. Add, sep, fail. I don't know what... That just does 1 damage. This is doing 2 damage. We could get 1 extra assist. We've got a lot of injury dice here. We could come in, throw some dice for Jean at this, while we have 1 assist, try and give an extra die to Joy. We really need food. The problem is, we're in such a dire situation ship-wise, we can't afford to get food. Man, the void really sucks here, too. Alright. We should have eaten more people. Also, fucking brilliant roll, Captain. I mean, that's knocking the shit out of the park. Rolls like that are really going to keep everyone alive, Genie. That is considerably better. So by sacrificing 1 die here, we do gain 1 die, both for the Captain and for Joy. So technically, the 5 we lost there is a wash. Health recover would be extraordinarily useful, but the damage destroys the Iktomi if this is not repaired, so this has to be fixed. We've got that down to a 9, and theoretically Joy could get the job done with her 3 dice. It's actually not that unlikely. 10.5 our statistical result on these 3. Joy knocks it out of the park. You know what we're going to do? We're going to duct tape this. We throw the 6 in. Then I think we re-roll both the 4s. Could have gone better. I was hoping we might get the extra assists or possibly the health recovery. Didn't. 2 points of research, though. I mean, I'll take it. And I think we just go health kits right now. Bump up all of the crew's health. So from a health standpoint, we're now looking like reasonably strong, right? Yeah, we are. We're going to leave the ad sep fail because I don't want to waste dice getting them voided. So what we're going to do here, we head over. Kayla Jones is going to come in, throw some dice around. I really want to have the mechanic go for the repair. Ugh. So we've got stasis on 1 and 3. Let's throw 5 in here. If we're going to get stasis onto 1, we put the 1 in the ship repair, we re-roll the 3, finish our deployment, and then we got to trust old Pakal, the greatest mechanic in the history of mechanics. Suck it, Scotty O'Houlihan or O'Doul or whatever the shit your name was. We got a real mechanic here. This is exactly what we needed. Not only did he manage to get the job done and a fix, putting a little extra patch on the ship, because that's how Pakal roll. He rolls deep. He rolls hard. He rolls big.
Suit. It's designed for the Ectomi.
Yeah.
Nobody has them but us.
Well, I mean, except for us, you're right. Nobody has them but us, but clearly we've been here before. I mean, you don't remember this because the whole feedback loop thing that we set up in data hasn't really paid out yet. +2 health for you, -1 dice for you. Joy, you don't really need health. +1 food, -3 health for the captain. His stress is already maxed, so not choosing the thing that gives him stress is really, by and large, irrelevant. Pakal, -20 stress for him, -1 ship. I'd prefer to not do that. You could take 2 health damage. Who's in the medical bay? Jean and Joy. So if we could take health damage for either Jean or Joy, we should do that. Let's take the food, and the captain gives -3 health. All right. So that hurts. The captain is real banged up. Pakal's gonna need these dice. The captain is in the infirmary, so he could theoretically heal himself. Joy has not yet devolved into cannibalism. Kayla is right there, though. A sacrifice can be made for more supplies. Desperate times. Yeah, let's not murder her just yet. We're gonna need... I mean, she's not sporting a huge number of dice at the moment, but... we're gonna need those, ultimately. Alright, so incoming damage is a little bad. -1 health for all. Kills the captain. Also, we can't really afford to have the captain roll without assists here, because 1-3 murders him. That's horrifically bad. We could have the doctor come in, throw some dice, possibly patch up these two, and make progress towards the repair. I think this is the right move. Alternatively, we could just risk it with the captain. Or we could have Joy roll. What if we have Joy roll and try to get the extra assists? Then we have the captain roll, try to fix this and heal himself. If anybody's going to take damage from a lack of assist, Joy is the right... yeah, I think this is a stronger play. So we get a 6 and a 1, which... we got to do it. We need the bonus assist. We're going to re-roll the 1. We made 2 and burned one of the... that's shitty. Alright then. Well, I mean, it's something. Joy did not have a lot of dice. We got to get rid of this -1 health for all. Alright, Cap. You got 4 dice here. You roll a pair of 3s, you're dead. Alright, we assisted. Yeah, it's fine. The stasis is not really a problem. So 5+ health recovery. That's a gimme. Has to be done. We keep the 4. We re-roll the 1 and the 2. What do we get back? A 1 and a 2. And managed to waste another assist. And we didn't make repairs. So, brilliant. Nice, nice work, Captain. That's some quality captaining right there. Yeah, keep bobbing your head to the beat that only you can hear, by the way. Still, -1 health all, -2 health all. Everybody's gonna lose 3 health at the end of this turn. That sucks. A single 6 costs us 3 health, and we have no assists left whatsoever. None. Also, we're taking 3 ship damage. We're not even gonna make it close to coming down and repairing this. I don't know if we can... we may just be sunk. We're losing 3 health at the end of the turn, which means nobody can advance beyond this module until it's repaired. Because if they do, they're going to die at the end of their... This sucks. Alright, well, Doc, let's get you in here. I mean, everybody else is at full health, so the doctor's ability is kind of pointless. We can't even use the module's ability. Well, we could now if we wanted to. I mean, we could use the doctor's ability, but we've got a 7. Let's take that shit off the table. The 2's not getting re-rolled. We could re-roll the 4, I suppose. 2 and a 3. Let's just go into research then. And then we have the greatest mechanic in the history of mechanics. All right, man. Don't roll 6s. That's all I got to say. All right. Well, that... ow. Yeah, that really hurt. That really hurt a lot. We put the 1 in for regain dice. We assign the 6 here. -2 health all. We have to re-roll or Pakal dies. If he rolls a 6, though, he's still... actually, you know what? He's dead. Pakal is dead. There's nothing we can do. We should not have assigned this 1. The moment we did that, we killed ourselves. Unless... Now we only need a 5, which we have. Suck it, the greatest engineer in the history of the world is not fucking going out like that. You're not going down like a bitch. You're not gonna take out Pakal Lavorin. He's the greatest engineer to ever fucking wield a wrench. You're not taking him out like that, Tharsis. I'm not gonna let that happen. He's the only man on a crew of all females. Do you not think the man has a desire to live? If we're gonna reach Mars and repopulate it, Pakal's gonna be a busy dude. He's looking forward to it. That's why he signed up for the mission, really. +2 ship, +40 stress for all crew. At this point, is the stress even relevant? -30 stress for you, -1 health for all crew. Well, that kills Pakal, so no. That also kills Pakal. This is literally the only choice that does not kill Pakal, and it's Pakal doing it. So, yeah. Welcome to Stress Town, everybody. Populations suck. So, everybody is maxed on... I would love to get some stress relief. The problem is the ship is in such dire condition. Stress relief ain't gonna happen. -2 health for all. Cold plate Oru. Pakal cannot move, or he takes that health damage and... Wow, Tharsis is really sticking it to us good here. After what came apart and looked like a strong, like, win candidate, then we've got this, and suddenly everything is god-awful. So our captain could get an 11 on 3 dice relatively simply. I think this is a good play. We only have one, this is gonna do 1 ship damage, which is not the end of the world. We hold the 4, reroll the 1s. Boxcars, that's nothing short of beautiful. Unfortunately, we can't maximize our usage of die, because that 4... I hate putting a 4 in ship repair, because there's... You know what, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it in research. So the ADSEP fail or the ETAX CCS fail has to be fixed. One of those two does. Unfortunately, the man who's most likely to fix it is goddamn trapped. He can't leave. He's stuck. I guess we have to send in a doctor to try and fix you. Alright, so there's our 5+. We've used the last of our assists, and we got a stasis. So we'll throw a 4 at this. I don't really care about any of these results. Let's get the doctor 2 dice back and finish our deployment. We got Pakal 1 health. That means he can leave this module to go fix the ADSET fail. We rely on you for everything. Also, the other advantage, there is no injury roll in here, so Pakal can't kill himself. He can get voided and get dicked out of a whole bunch of dice. He didn't. In fact, he made a fucking phenomenal roll. I'm telling you guys, man, Pakal Lavorin. He goes on every ship. You cannot leave space station. You are not allowed to leave port unless this man is on board. Look at this. Patching up an extra ship and pulling in 3 extra assists. He's the only dependable person on this entire fucking shitty crew. Alright, that means Joy Lee is coming in here to try and fix it. Oh, fuck. Pakal is dead. He's the only man we can trust, and he's gonna die. We can't do anything about it. There's nothing we can do to stop it. I'm surprised we rolled a 2 there, but we desperately need it. We're fucked. Who's gonna hold this ship together when Pakal Lavorin is dead? Who's gonna keep it? Who's gonna keep... Ugh, we're so sunk. That's it. There was only one man. The ship was held together with bubblegum, duct tape, and Pakal Lavorin's will alone. It was only his determination that was keeping this shit together, and now that determination is gone. Also, his entire corpse is gonna be gone, because I'm gonna feed it to everybody on the crew. What's left of Pakal? I mean, we're fucking eating it. -1 health for all crew. No. You could give us +1 food and almost destroy yourself. Or everybody takes 1 and you get stress reduction. That's ridiculous. That doesn't kill anybody, but it leaves the... Alright, Joy. Maybe if I eat really fast, I'll have more food, because less food I have to eat slowly to make it seem like more. Yeah, you're fucking crazier than a shithouse rat right now, aren't you? Yeah. Alright, well, that hurt. Jean, let's give you some actual food. Joy, your maximum health is good enough, I think. Kayla, you're not looking too good, and honestly, I think you're crazy enough without resorting to any more cannibalism. So we'll eat 1 chunk of the greatest engineer to ever wield a wrench, and this is where we die. We have 3 incoming ship damage, 1 from here, 2 from here. Well, theoretically, we can stop the ship from exploding, but then everybody dies. because -1 health all kills Joy. -2 health all kills Joy and Kayla. And the combination of -2 and -1 kills... We're in deep shit. Well, we have to fix one of these or the ship explodes. We have to fix this and get a repair, actually. So we not only need a 15, we also need a double. We're dead. We use this, fix the ship too. That prevents us from exploding. We re-roll this 2 because it's a fucking 2. And we contribute 4 towards the repair. So, yeah, I mean, that's... We're not in danger of the ship immediately imploding. That's the best thing that can be said about this. Alright, Joy. We have no assists, right? None. You'll die if you make that roll. It's basically... We need a 22 on 4 dice. What we're gonna have to do is try and get the doctor to be able to heal. We need one of these to be a 5+. Good God, that sucked. Well, we could contribute. We have to contribute too. Can we do anything? We have 1 small kit. Alright, so finish your deployment. Before we roll, Joy comes in here. She now has 2 health. We use the small kit. Sorted. Alright, so she's up to 3 health. We roll her 5 dice. We need a 20 here. Alright, so we got an injury, 1 void. We've got 15 here. This does not get us home. -2 health all kills somebody. We can't. There's nothing. All right, that's it. We're just sunk. There's nothing we can do. We just don't have enough juice. Finish our deployment. That's it. I think we're not gonna explode this turn, but Joy is dead. The doctor is dead. Also, I think everyone is dead. Never mind. The whole crew has died. Yeah. So everyone has been completely and totally eradicated. The Ectomy is now an empty hulk drifting through space. And from the look of things, it's really only a matter of time before it's not even that anymore. I mean, it's just gonna explode into a cloud of fucking vapor. Wow. Harsh, Tharsis. Harsh, bro. I really feel like we didn't make any specifically terrible decisions, but that, man, that ended ugly. That's like chew your arm off in the morning after you wake up ugly because, you know, your partner fell asleep on it. That's I gotta get away. This thing that I brought home from the bar, when it awakes, might devour me. I gotta get out of here. It's worth the sacrifice of the arm ugly. It's that ugly. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more crew getting killed faster than we can even eat the dead, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of Tharsis every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.